Everybody? Welcome to Trade Talk powered by Novex Finance. Today is a great day. Why? We got way better entrances on our buys. If you're a Trade Talk enjoyer, you absolutely enjoyed getting a better price entry for your spot buys. We're going to discuss what's going to happen next. As always, we keep landing where we're going to go, currently, but it's always about the next move. So as always, we're going to really dial in and get you guys set up. But let's like and repost the room. Let's play a couple songs and let's get it, baby.
They don't understand discipline till they meet clutch. Forest quiet, mind louder than Wall Street knew. Trade Talk live, truth no cap, CME gap, we wait no nap. Force Wi-Fi, but a single exact. Quant so clean, every candle react. He'll tell you the pain, not the drain. Give you the numbers, not the meme. Coming in clutch, that's the team. Portrait the code, mind supreme. Clutch in the woods, laptop glow. Chickens out back, alpha in the snow. He raises what he eats, that's code and crow. Kills them clean, burritos on go. Got a quant mind sharp like a guillotine. CME gap, feel routine. He don't chase green, he measure the mean. Markets bleed, he wipe it clean. Whispers of trades like war drum jams. Whole block watch like his finance dance. If he can't stomach truth, stay off the call. He'll break your delusions one fib at a time, y'all. Trade Talk live, truth no cap. CME gap, we wait no nap. Force Wi-Fi, but the single exact. Quant so clean, every candle a dream. He give you the pain, not the dream. Give you the numbers, not the meme. Coming in clutch, that's the team. Portrait the code, mind supreme. Yeah, I coast, but I rugged raw. Chaos theory, that's cave law. Data in my beard, shadows in my file. Rug your heart just to test your style. Block, don't talk, I just measure decay. CME gap like a debt we pay. Charge don't lie, but the crowd might sway. If clutch calls silence, I obey. In the forest, plotting ticks and traps. Sunset red like liquidation maps. Alpha so deep it come and collapse. But real ones wait, no panic slaps.
Burritos and basis points both cut like knives. Where truth hurts more than the chart itself. But pain just proves that you're playing with well.
Trade Talk live, truth no cap. CME gap, we wait no nap. Force Wi-Fi, but the single exact. Quant so clean, every candle react. He'll tell you the pain, not the drain. Give you the numbers, not the main. Coming in clutch, that's the team. Portrait to code, mind supreme. Trade Talk. Tears down. Push Wi-Fi. Trade Talk. Trade Talk. Trade Talk. Trade Talk.
Trade Talk live, truth, no cap. CME gap, we wait, no nap. Forest Wi-Fi, with the signal exact. Quant so clean, every candle react.
He'll tell you the pain, not the dream. Give you the numbers, not the mean. Coming in clutch, that's the team. I'm trying to cold, mind supreme.
Yeah. Yeah. Late night, glare off the glass on the screen light. Wallet on sync and it feels right. Keys in my palm, I don't need mic, I need math. Feed from the stream like a bloodline. Order books open like a skyline. Every little tick got a story, let the chart shine. Click once, root through a mesh, not a main line. Peer to the pier, cut the waistline. Carved out fees, keep the steak, leave the thin rhyme. We build brick by brick, but it's cold blocks. Nobody knows, see the flow lock. Old doors closed, we just walk through the roadblocks. No vex on my mind when the blocks flip. Whole crowd plugged in when the clocks tick. New world in the cold, let the lock slip. Yeah, we trade that trust for the trustless. Hands up for the ones who were boxed in. Now the gate wide open, we are logged in. No vex vex in the air when the charts slip. Yeah, we trade that trust for the trustless. Yeah. Fresh start, I don't ask who's behind that. I just see proof where the time at. Stamped on chain, let the facts do the combat. Street smart, numbers in my head like a drum line. Split second fills on the front line. Spread so tight, feel the slip on a flat line. Zoom out, you can see trends, not the scared talk. Every big shift start with small chalk. New rails laid where the slow trains deadlock. I see kids in a room with a screen glow. Running test nets like it's free throw. Lines of code looped up, that's the cheat code. Always on my mind when the blocks flip. Whole crowd plugged in when the clocks tick. New world in the code, let the locks slip. Yeah, we trade that trust for the trustless. Hands up for the ones who were boxed in. Now the gate wide open, we are locked in. No vex in the air when the charts slip. Yeah, we trade that trust for the trustless. From the floor to the chain, we connected. From the dream to the screen, that's progression. Every node, every soul, that's a section of a bigger kind of net. Not a prison, that's a blessing. From the racks in the bag to the phone tap. From the facts, from the lag to the fast track. When the crowd on the rails, you can't hold back. Whole globe in the flow, let it snap back. Yeah. New day, all of these graphs like a mural. Color in the wrist, keep the cure full. Step through the noise, let the clear cut the hollow. We don't wait for a desk or a phone call. One swipe sign and the stones fall. Old tall walls feel small when the code tall. Look close, you can see hearts in the hash rate. Little green dots on the map shape. Everyone posts like a drum in a jazz break. We hear bright eyes, never mind what the fears say. Every rough chart had a clear day. Every drawn line was a guess to the play. No vex on my mind when the blocks slip. Whole crowd plugged in when the clocks tick. New world in the code, let the locks slip. Yeah, we trade that trust for the trustless. Hands up for the ones who were boxed in. Now the gate wide open, we are locked in. No vex in the air when the charts slip. Yeah, we trade that trust for the trustless.
Yeah. From the basement charts to the blockchain hearts. Listen. Started out broke with a broke exchange. Hidden fees in the code, everything felt strange. Every trade that I made, someone skimmed off top. Like a hand in the pot when the beat just drop. I needed proof, not a promise in the pop-up ad. Tired graphs with a mask on, looking all bad. So I linked with the devs who could read that chain. Turn a loophole scam to a straight lace lane. No vex where the numbers talk back in real time. Every tick on a ledger in a clear line. You can trace every step like a shoe print. Whole history on display like a blueprint. No suit in the middle trying to take the share. Just code and the keys and the crowd in there. Grit in my voice, but the math stayed clean. Decentrate with the dream, now we built this machine. No vex, got the block on lock. From the first little lot to the whale side stock. Put the keys in your hand, now the man on top. If the ledger say it hit, then you know it don't stop. No vex, where the real ones trade. Every tick, every fill, every move we made. Transparent when the big banks fade. It's that new ground floor that the old world paid. I seen charts get cooked like a Sunday meal. Fake volume on the books, that synthetic feel. Central desk with a smile and a hidden clause. Hit accept and regret when you read those laws. No vex different, peer power in the protocol. Every node, every vote, every local call. No hush back door where the rules get bent. Just 1,000 little minds and allow consent. You want yield, earn it with the risk you chose. Not a secret little lever that nobody knows. If the spread too wide, market make a slide. But the rules sit still while the bids collide. I keep my wallet in the palm of my own hand. 12 words tighter than the gold band. If I move, then the block, write the whole scene. Stamp it on chain like a tag on a clean jeans. Locked on lock from the first little lot to the whale side stock. Put the keys in your hand, not a man on top. If the ledger say it hit, then you know it don't stop. No vex where the real ones trade. Every tick, every fill, every move we made. Transparent when the big banks fade. It's that new ground floor that the whole world paid. You want trust? That's code you can read. You want speed? That's blocks at full speed. You want choice? Every pair, every seed. Whole globe in your screen. Whole fate in your deed. Loan the block to the bots. We align that spread. From the charts to the hearts, put the lot up bed. If the math don't match what the suits just said, we let the hash speak loud for the crowd instead. I move smart, I don't chase green ghosts. I play stops where the fear live close. I stack game, little wins in a tight rope. Risk capped on the downside, light low. No vex taught me how to see that slip. How a tiny little cut make a whole ship tip. Now I scan every feed like a verse I wrote. If the bar don't add up, then the line get cut. We got charts on the phone, pools in the back, limit orders on the book where the depth stay fat. From the kid with a bill to the fun with a fleet. Same rules on the rail, same price on the sheet. It's that flip of the frame from the few to the crowd. From the closed velvet rope to the voices loud. I'm just one more mind in the net so wide. But the trade hit hard when the swarm decide. No vex, got the block on lock. From the first little lot to the whale size stock. Put the keys in your hand, not a man on top. If the ledger say you hit, then you know it don't stop. No vex, where the real.
Yeah.
Where the real.
Where is the real at, baby? We right here. We never left. We stay grinding, being one of the only people in the ecosystem that can accurately predict, or I should say narrate, what the charts are telling us they're going to do. I have a big tournament to play in today, the day 2 of the Venom mystery bounty tournament, the Venom Fever. Day 2, about 400 people left. And, I'm going to cut this space short today. We really wanted to just get this going for a quick TA sesh in which we can just discuss the market, get you guys prepped up. But to be honest with y'all, I'm trying to get ready to go play this tournament and stuff. So I only wanted to come here to give you guys a little bit of a presence. I've been real busy, over the last week, and even with the wifey's birthday, we took a trip this weekend. So just kind of been having a lot of stuff going on. So no entry question. I'm not even going to say what's up other than saying what's up to everybody up here. Andrew, Alex, what up, Massimo? The usual suspects, of course, but we don't even have time to say what's up. We're just going to get straight into the market. We want the recording, and then we can go from there. So for starters, one of the nastiest things that happened today, or I should say this weekend, I'm sorry, I didn't really know what else to do for y'all to prepare you, other than just giving you exact. I went on the Telegram and I looked at the 3-day chart like you see here. I know it says 4 hours here on the tab, but I changed it here on the setting. So anyhow, if you look at the 3-day chart here for Bitcoin, it's been an absolute just obvious that we were kind of pulling back. Now, the interesting part, and we're going to discuss, is all these different wicks that we got to, we wicked right above them on this big drop. Very, very telling sign. Number 2 here, and this is the thing that I told the Telegram on Friday, our Telegram, which if you're not in there, NovaxFi, go ahead, search it. It's free to join. I went in there and I said, hey guys, just know there's a nasty 3-day 8 under 200 cross. It's coming. Sure enough. Brutality happened as soon as that cross happened. As Perp's contract faked this out, we all know that Trading View and a couple of different other charts, this 3-day cross under the 8 under the 200 had already happened on a couple of charts, but not here. So what's interesting now is, well, where are we going to go from here, right? Like we knew this was going to happen. We knew 70K was going to really get tested, and we went down to 74, 75,000. Before we go anywhere, though, however, I'm going to share this tab here with CoinMarketCap. How is it that altcoin season's going up at 31? That's because people are finally buying the alts now. It's understandable. Our fear and greed is right back down to 15 on the fear side of things. We did get down to a 10 near capitulation time, during these big old cascading nukes. And where we're at now, really, I don't know if 15 is giving it justice. This market is insanely gross. It keeps doing kinds of nasty fake outs, but in doing that, we definitely are going to see rotations into alts. So that's a telling thing to pay attention to in the altcoin season going up. That means more and more people are buying alts, better off buying them after a 10-20% last 7 days, right? Versus, what you're getting. Now, Jupiter ended up taking all of his gains back, and it's just kind of free rolling here. And then you see a lot of these other, for the last 7 days, it's really not much. You got stables up here giving you 0.04, 0.03 gains, looking like banks up in this piece. Now, the interesting part as well is here. Look at the market cap, 2.66. What I tell y'all, when we didn't cross 3.3, it was a massive, massive sign. What goes up must come down. What comes down must go up. We know the drill. But anyhow, when we dropped to 2.5, went back up to 3.3 and didn't claim it, it was a pretty sign. And we're going to go to the all-time here so you can see that we went on this big old run. And once we stalled out, in that 4.3 range, 4.5. I know this doesn't show the full top of the range. But anyway, since then, on this drop off, right, we made it down to, under 3 trillion, and we just couldn't keep. We then went to 2.7, couldn't keep it. Made it all the way to 3.2, close to 3 trillion. But why is 3 trillion important? Because 3.3 trillion was the top of the previous bull market before this one here. So if you can't get a top of that level, which dates back to all these years later, it's almost just an easy sign that on the next pump, I'm exiting everything because they're going to take it down a level. We saw that. It's scary and it sucks, but it's not scary if you're one of us because we keep getting you guys ready. So when I'm looking now, at of the market, there's a lot of tell signs to really pay attention. And 1 second here so I can unload my trading view. But here's the thing that on the weekly we're noticing. We wicked here on this candle here on the 7th of April of this year. We went down to 95.26. Yesterday, we went down to 96.40, $1 higher. Today, we went down to 95.95. So we broke the 95 range. But here's the thing. On our low at 95.26 and our low here currently at 95.95, that's given us a 50-cent higher low. It is very important, as this could be the top that we finally broke through and created 2 double bottoms right after that, and it could look like a triple bottom, but I'm not going to call it a triple bottom, of course. But all I'm saying, look at for Solana, wicked right to those levels. The interesting one that matters, the CME. We have the CME lore all over our songs. You see all these rectangles. These are all gaps that have been closed. What is a gap? The CME opens Monday through Fridays and they close on the weekends. When a candle closes, right, like this one, it closed at 84,000. Well, when the candle opened yesterday, or I should say today, Monday for the rest of the world, this candle opened at $77,000, meaning, my goodness, we left a 7K gap here. We can literally put this gap here and just look how, oh, wrong one. But look how nasty, absolutely nasty it looks. when you just look at this gap here, you kind of expected that when we wicked way below to these low 70s, which by the way we did wick down to 74, it's expected that it's going to close some of this gap. So for you savvy traders that were asking, when are they going to close the gap? Well, we don't know when, but we know they usually do. There's only one gap open, and that's this gap at 20,000 pesos. It's a real long way away. So I'm not even going to try to go find it here. But what I am going to do is just show you that there's a big old gap right there. The 3-day candle just looked brutal, but the gap is what matters, because that's just means it's not going to give us just full continuation before at least attempting to close some of this gap. And all we've done, we went down to 74, and we are now on the cusp of breaking through 80K again. Hasn't happened, but it's very important that we close this gap to give us a chance to go back up. But if I'm being honest, closing of these gaps typically just means liquidity grabs so they can go down to the lower levels. On Bitcoin's daily for futures, not the CME, here's the interesting part. We went below liquidation day. You know how I showed you Solana? You know, I showed you these wicks, how they went slightly above. Well, not for Bitcoin futures. On the daily, wick below the big dump, tested it. But here's what's super, super awesome. That look at this triple bottom that it's doing. 1, 2, followed by that third one. This looks different than the CME, but altogether is the same. We went right to previous cycle all-time high. This bull market went to 125. The cycle before that, we went to 74,000. Matter of fact, the high here, and you can track it, was right in those 70s, right? Like you just kept going to the 70K levels. And then what? You finally broke through, and here we are now. Look at this wick. Right to the sign. For anyone that did the training courses with us on inside the Novex Telegram, you know, when we talked about Wise Trade, look at this zone and how important it is. So it's easier to start longing and start buying spot once you start seeing wick. 4 wicks here over the last 24 hours. Kind of obvious to start buying here as this zone held up, right? But regardless, it looks extremely nasty. And here's what I'm going to show you guys. This is the nasty one, because this is the one that matters. Pumpy Dumpy finally finished the candle above Toyota and Ramen. I called it out. The 4-hour candle finished here. And I said the second that happens, there's going to be a run. I don't know exactly when, but it's coming. And obviously that was on Friday when I warned us, hey, we're about to finish a 4-hour candle. Heck, potentially a daily for the first time in forever. Look at the last times we finished candles in these areas. It was in October 2003, before the start of the bull market. Now, here's what's awesome. Nothing. Unless you enjoy just shorting. Like, look, I just short and I make money, but it doesn't mean that I like my bags going down. I do have crypto. I have alts. I get paid in coins. But anyways, I warned us that the tell that day was going to be if we finished the daily candle above the zone. We didn't, but on the very next candle, we reclaimed it and never looked back. We have not looked back. This is how you know to long these spots. And we could zoom in on the 4-hour, right? Because look, we finished the candles right above Toyota and Ramen territory. And we kept wicking there right to the 8. And the tell, right? The daily shows you that we ran up, but the tell is when you're seeing the 8 get so respected that we don't even wick below it. And from there, the rest is history, right? So now you can kind of see the run starting, but now we commence operation. Where the heck are we going to go, and where is the top? Look at this. I gave us an ultimate top of here. So if we're really being honest, target 1 is here. I guess I shouldn't do that. Let's do target one was breaking up here. That's target one. You got what? Your target two, which is here, which is right above all these peaks. And then, of course, your target three for when the end of this bear market is going to be is this top line that I have here. Why do I have that top line there? Is what I'm doing is I'm essentially creating a predictory 3-touch trend. That's not a trend yet, but it could be. 1 wick, 2 wicks. So here, let me get a little bit more accurate with this, and boom. Now you're seeing where I feel just how I called this predicted extended bear rally 2-touch when 3. We got the 3-touch, but we blew right through it. So that's why it's still an alley, not a trend. This here is, I should do it in the same exact way because it's not an actual trend. But to me, I'm not comfortable until we kind of make our way towards these levels and fully really kind of create these double tops, inverse head. In case you guys don't see it, let me show you guys this on the macro head.
Clutch, I don't know if you can hear me, but the audio's been out for a minute and nobody can hear you.
Yo, can you hear me? I don't know why
Now we
my
got you.
I don't know why my PC died. How long has the audio been out?
About like 3 minutes.
Whatever, it's fine. I got most of the TA in. That's cool. All I'm saying, guys, this is danger zone in the frickin' market. We lost 3 trillion confidently. We have massive indicators, bearish momentum coming up, and nothing in the market looks bullish except us being on top and not being wrecked. That's your TA for today, baby. I'm gonna go prep up and get ready for this day 2 tournament in 23 minutes. I'm a lower stack, so there's no promise that I'll make it far, but there's a promise that I will give it my best and be ultra aggressive, baby, but ultra disciplined. I don't have anything else to really go over. Andrew, anybody else? Do you guys have anything you want to add, say, anything you caught before we wrap this episode up?
No, I mean, just give me a call when we get off.
Well, we're going to open up the other studio
For sure, for sure.
because we're going to do the poker, but I'll call you first, then we'll open up the studio. That works?
All right, cool.
Okay, yeah, so we can game plan. I got 20 minutes for game start, 25 minutes. But anyways, much love, everybody. Thank you for stopping by. As always, you could have been anywhere else, but choosing to vibe with us shows that you care about what the market's going to do. We don't mess around, and we keep being on top of these things for a reason. So mark yourself safe. Keep fricking cooking. We're going to be here doing what we got to do. And as always, we're just here making our moves, baby.
I'm like a kingpin, signal singing, wallets fat, digits clinging. Never panic sell, now he calculates. Eyes on a breakout while the market debates. Clutch moves, he don't flinch, no fear. Candles glow bright when the path ain't clear. Clutch moves, he's the one they all cheer. Stacking those wins year after year. He reads charts like books, Elliott Wave plots. Others guessing blind, Clutch connects the dots. MACD, RSI, trendline sniper. Why they chase the hype? He's the quiet decipher. Whispers to himself, patience pays the bold. Time in the entries, that gets pure gold. No noise in his zone, just signals he reads. Plays the long game, planting prophecies. Clutch moves, he don't